All right. Well, let's dive in to. I want you to when you get your little voice box out that I gave you as a gift a few years ago,
right here.
and you play Bubba, but this isn't a Bubba thing. This is a different kind of a play.
When someone calls you.
No, I want you to be a progressive.
Okay.
I want you to seriously be a leftist.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me why you object to the Trump administration discovering wasteful spending. What is it exactly that you're enraged about? What precisely is it that you're mad about? What is it that they're flipping out about, Mark? Look, you mentioned the policy things about birthright citizenship. I get that. Look, we can have a fight about that. I get the policy issues of even the buyout for the CIA and the Justice. Okay, let's have that. Let's have that. But how can we be arguing about uncovering billions and billions of dollars of fraud, of money that they've taken from us to do, transgender operas in Paraguay? Why in the world is the left angry about what we've found with USAID and the federal government's slush fund? Can you give me an answer?
All right, it's pressure on the fly. Go to the phones, Mike, and ask for Biff from Manhattan.
Biff from Manhattan, from the Upper West Side, of course. He's got to be on the Upper West Side.
Go for it, go.
Biff, you're on Upper West Side, Manhattan. You're on with Mike and Mark.
Mike, I really love what you do every day, but but I have to tell you, what Trump is doing. I mean, all this USAID stuff and trying to stop all this kind. Democracy is dying, Mike, before our very eyes, and I don't know why you're so blind to it. I mean, democracy is dying on the vine. The guy is Hitler, and why can't you see this? And he hates black people, and he hates women. He absolutely hates women. Mike, can you give me one thing that Trump has done this week that's like good for women? I dare you.
See, as a matter of fact, I can think of one that he did for women. But Mark, that's true. That's their answer. They don't have any. What could their?
It's diversion. It's all diversion. By the way, I borrowed from Jasmine Crockett there, who I just need to stop talking about. There is great wisdom in knowing whom to ignore, and she's just about on that list. And so, because of not letting trans women play, and it's so insane. It is the whole thing, of course, with the women athletes.
She's garbage. She's garbage. She's trash. She's a trashy woman.
So
but
seriously, all the noise, Mark, all the protests, they're not talking about all the Elon's the devil. Really? Why? Why? It's real accountability, and they're terrified of it.
All right, let me try. I'm trying to play devil's advocate here to understand what it is they're objecting to. Okay, they don't like a civilian with his whiz kids having access to government files. Okay, all right. Well, all right. But if what they found is completely unacceptable waste of our money, why aren't you on board with that? You notice all the complaining, and they are howling at the moon. They're screaming. They're never saying that. They're not talking about the merits of what Elon is finding. They're not saying, well, yeah, there's a millions of. They're not denying, in other words,
that he's unelected or he's the real president now or whatever. He's under the direction of the president. No, we didn't elect Elon, but we didn't elect any of the scoundrels that Biden tasked with doing various.
But they have to have some ostensible reason for it, Mark.
No, they don't.
Do they want government waste?
Yes.
Is that what they do?
You know the answers to this. Why do they whine about the Lake and Riley Act? Why do they whine about anything that gets tough on the borders? Because they want unfettered illegal immigration, so these folks can be normalized, legalized, naturalized, and then energized for loyal Democrat votes for decades. Right. They want
but now do that with wasteful government spending. They want wasteful government spending?
Yes.
Why?
A huge expansionist collectivist government means power for the Democratic Party, and money equals power. So when you look at all the things that you so skillfully outlined that USAID was doing, all of that is money and power and influence and jobs for people who share their worldview. A huge government is power and money, two of the biggest aphrodisiacs in the world.
And the reason it's such a huge scandal, as reporter Michael Shellenberger has unveiled, the CIA and USAID money was behind one of the Trump impeachments, the 2019 Trump impeachment. I mean, this is a gigantic gigantic scandal of epic proportion. They were using funds to stop Trump, and the funding to Politico. Oh, their big defense was, well, it wasn't really funding. It was for $75,000 subscriptions. Oh, really? So of course, if the government is spending millions with Politico, Politico doesn't write any bad pieces about the Biden administration.
No.
This is election interference. It's horrific. And meanwhile, speaking of horrific, Super Bowl weekend. How about, have you ever heard of Mike Freeman at USA Today?
I have not.
Okay, me either. Saw a picture of him, nice looking black guy for USA Today. Headline, Donald Trump is going to the Super Bowl and ruining one of America's best days.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. He writes, you were supposed to put aside politics. The fact that Trump will be at the Super Bowl, he soils everything. He's doing this to the biggest game. He already had a negative impact rights activist, and I found out he is an activist, columnist. He writes that Trump, there's evidence he's already had a negative impact on the game. You know what the negative impact is, Mark?
What, please?
The Athletic first reported that for the first time since February of 2021, the signage "End Racism" won't be included as a message in the back of the Super Bowl end zone.
We will still have "It Takes All of Us" and something else.
And "Choose Love."
Choose Love, exactly.
Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's what a negative impact.
How will
Let's
we
have
know?
"Choose Love."
Matt Walsh the other day said, "How will we know not to end? Surely everyone will now become racist again because end racism is not in the end zone anymore." I think it's great. Did you believe this? The first president to ever go to a Super Bowl? I think that's right.
There's never been a sitting president,
and
this clown.
You know who's thrilled that he's there? Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, who said,
Travis Kelce, they asked him.
This is an honor to have him there.
Well, it's a sitting U.S. president, and here's this pipsqueak columnist complaining that we're going to replace the sign "End Racism" with "Choose Love," and it takes all of us. Well, that's a terrible message to be. Boy, that's a real negative impact. Choose love is negative, but these are what the race hustlers.
So I'm all in for the Chiefs. I'm all in for the Chiefs. They are America's team until the Cowboys can sniff that within something that resembles quality again. The Chiefs are America's team. I love Andy Reid. I love Patrick Mahomes. I love it. Chiefs, three-peat.
And you know why I'm with the Chiefs? What? I think they're MAGA. I really do. I think Mahomes is definitely his wife.
Let's have Harrison Butker, totally MAGA, kick a game-winning field goal, which is I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be close, and it might come down to a Harrison Butker field goal, and that would be awesome.
I don't think the Eagles are MAGA. I don't think they will be. You know?
I don't know.
Now they are about booing Santa Claus and throwing snowballs at people with batteries inside of them. No, I'm all Chiefs too. Let's go Chiefs. We'll see Monday. We'll find out. I love you. Have a great weekend.
Mike is ready. He is ready to roll for you at 10 o'clock as soon as we're done on 660 AM The Answer.